Okay, so today I'm going to be tapping this tree for maple syrup. And the things you need for tapping a tree for maple syrup is some maple syrup buckets, the lids to keep snow and other debris from getting in your buckets, and maple syrup taps. I was waiting to see if I could find some metal ones, but I couldn't, so I bought these plastic ones. The package told me to use a 5/8 drill bit, which I've got here on the drill, and you're supposed to make a hole into the tree about an inch to an inch and a half. Now the best time to make maple syrup or start taking the sap off the tree for maple syrup is late February, right when the temperature starts to fluctuate from above and below zero. And that's what it's doing right now. So I'm going to take advantage of that and collect some sap. Alright, so just make sure you get your tap in there nice and tight. I can already see that there's sap coming out. So then we just hang our bucket off, and the lid comes with a little pole and a slider thing here to help it stay on your tap here, so we're just going to do that. There we go. And we'll just let those sit and collect some sap. We'll come back once a day or so, make sure that it isn't full, and we'll collect it, keep it somewhere cool until we're ready to make some maple syrup. Okay, so now that I've been collecting my sap, what I want to do is put it in a storage container until I have enough to boil down. This is just a glass carboy I found. I've sterilized it and I'm ready to fill it. And I'll just keep doing so until it's full, and then when this is full, I'm going to start boiling it down into maple syrup. So I'm going to use the sap that I found, or that I've collected from all the trees. Just fill it up carefully. I guess I could use a bigger funnel, this is all I have. So by the looks of it here, this is about half full. So by tomorrow, it looks like I will probably have enough to start boiling down some maple syrup. If you're saving your maple syrup, or your sap, for the production of maple syrup, you want to keep it as cold as possible until you're going to start boiling it down. So I keep the garden shed pretty cool. So I'm going to store it in there for overnight, and then tomorrow, if I get enough to finish this bottle off, then I'm going to start boiling it down. So now that I've done collecting all my sap, I've put the pot over a fire, and what I'm doing is I'm heating it up, trying to reduce and boil off all the water from the sap down to a point where it's syrupy. So there's like a natural sugar content inside the sap that you use, that you get out of the maple tree, and that's what makes the maple syrup. And this is what I'm doing right now. It takes a few hours depending on how much you have. Generally, the ratio to sap to syrup is 40 to 1. So if you have 40 liters of sap, you're going to get 1 liter of syrup. I can't remember how many liters I had here, but when I started out, this pot was full. And we're at about half right now. And I suspect I'm going to get maybe 16 ounces out of this. I've only tapped a few trees, so I don't have as much sap as what you usually should. But it's fun to do, and I look forward to having some maple syrup for myself. Some homemade maple syrup for myself.